Good morning. Today we are going to find the percentage of amounts. But we're not going to use a calculator. So our aim is to find, first of all, 65% of 340 metres, and then to find 72%, and finally 17.5% of 340 metres. So that's what our aim is going to be today. I'm going to show you a lovely way to do this. So on your sheet here, we're going to have a workings out section. So here is going to be my workings out. So this will be workings out. So key number 340, so put that right in the middle. There we go. Put a little box around it, or a little shape around it. And I'm going to try and work out various percentages. So the thing that, get used to it first, 65%. So what I'm going to do is find 50%. Now 50% means half. So in my workings out section, I'm going to do, what is a half of 340? How many 3 2s and 3? 1, remainder 1. How many 2s and 14? 17 and 0. So I know that's 170. So put a nice colour around that. It's good to use a lot of colour. It stands out, helps memory. So I'm also going to find 10%. That's a nice one. So 50% and 10% are really good ones to find because generally they're quite straightforward. 10% is a tenth of the number. So I'm going to divide the big number by 10. And here you can chuck a naught, but let's do it this way. How many 10s in 3? A naught, carry the 3. How many 10s in 34? 3, carry 4. How many 10s in 40? 40, notice. So that means that's 34. Put another box around that one. What colour should we go for? Other percentages I can get from here now. I can get 25% from here. That's nice. That might help. Let's just see. 25% is a half of 170. So let's just quickly do that. A half of 170. The Egyptians are really good at halving. With 2 eyes, 2 hands. They were very clever at that. How many 2s in 17? I know that it's 16 is 8. So it's going to be 8 remainder 1. 85. So let's put a box around that one. Let's go over to the other side and say, right, let's half this one. Halving's always good. So let's look for 5%. 5%, again, we're going to half this one. Half of 34. Half of 34, 17. Now let's see some more fun. Let's go for 1%. Why not? 1% is a tenth of 34. Hopefully you'll see that that is 3.4. And you can use this system here to help you if you need to. And we can find other ones as well. Let's think about this. I could find 2%. 2% is nice because I can just double that. And you can find actually any, or 20% really, here. Double the 3.4. So here, let's double this. 2 4s, 8, 2 6s, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 6.8. 6.8. And I can build up a whole series of these, even to really interesting ones like 2.5%. So 2.5%, let's try that one. And that will come in handy. 2.5% is half of 17. So let's half 17 again. Here. So we did that over here. Notice, very similar. Need the point. Carry the 1. 8.5. I think we are almost good to go from this point now. So we can start solving these problems. So the question is 65% of 340. So let's look around here. 65%. That is going to be, let's just tip this. That's going to be 50%, 60%, 65%. So 65% is going to be with those three. So let's all add that together. The 50%, the 10%, and the 5%. 50%, 170, 34, 17. Let's add all those together. 221 meters. Okay, now let's try and find 72%. Let's look for that one. So I want, again, the 50%. This time I want 20%, so I'm going to double that. So let's quickly double that one to 20%. So 20% is double that. We kind of got it here. So you should be able to see if I double 3.4, if I'm doubling 34, then the answer is going to be 68. So I've now got my 50, 60, 70, and my 2% here. Brilliant. So I can do 72% just here. And my workings out. So 72% means it's the 50%, the 20%, and the 2%. So it's 170, 68, and 6.8. Adding that up. 244.8 meters. And finally, 17.5%. Now that's quite an interesting one. Let's consider. I need my 10%, my 5%, and my 2.5%. And that will give me 17.5%. So let's do that here. I've got my 10%, my 5%, my 2.5%. So 34, 17, 8.5. Let's add these together. And that's 59.5 meters. That's how you find the percentage of the mount without a calculator. But once you've done that, do check with your calculator just to make sure you got everything right. There you go.